Welcome back to Good Morning Colorado. You're taking a live look in Ordway this morning. Put down your coffee, look at your screen. This is a beautiful sunrise. Ordway at 16 degrees this morning. Time now 6:39. Now let's get a check on our weather with Storm Tracker 13 meteorologist Marty V. And yesterday, Marty, I remember you said there's going to be a beautiful sunset Saturday night, and there was. It was beautiful. All different colors. Did you see it last night too?
I did, absolutely. I was up in the Denver area, but I saw it. It's the mountain wave clouds, and when the sun gets underneath and lights those up, they are always gorgeous. So you just need a few clouds around to give a little bit of an easel to Mother Nature. She does her thing. We don't really have much cloud cover around Colorado Springs or light this morning. Abba Eye Care looking west over the mountains. It's still pretty dark. Traffic's light, still have a little snow in the foreground. We'll probably melt a little bit more of that today. It's cool this morning, but not bad. Mixture of 20s and lower 30s along the Front Range. There are some pockets in eastern Colorado where there's not wind, and the temperature has fallen into the teens. Gunnison is 10 below right now. Alamosa's 1 below. Did hear from Larry in Divide, and he's sitting in the lower 20s this morning. Futurecast is showing some pockets of wind like yesterday, primarily focused on the mountains where we will have some gusts over 20 miles an hour. I think those gusts might be a little higher into the mountains than they were yesterday. But even here along the Front Range, notice Pueblo, Walsenburg, you see those numbers kind of creeping up a little. There will be some areas where the wind, at least intermittently, starts to pick up, and that helps the temperatures move, but it also puts a little bit of a chill into the air, even with the numbers looking pretty nice. Now we'll start out the day with a mostly sunny sky. Clouds will be on the increase this afternoon. I don't think we'll have to worry about any precipitation in eastern Colorado, just a little filtering of the sun. And as Hannah kind of mentioned, maybe like last night, a pretty sunset, something to be watching for a little later on today. High temperatures should be up just a little bit over yesterday's values, with many areas in eastern Colorado around or into the 50s. The high country and big mountain valleys probably remain in the 20s. Our local mountain areas will likely be in the 40s today. If you're up high enough, perhaps 30s. So not a bad day considering the time of year. And then tonight, this little wave that's bringing some clouds to the area will drift off towards the east, probably bring most of the clouds with it, leaving us mostly clear after midnight. Don't think we'll have a ton of wind tonight, but the air overhead looks to be relatively warm. So cool night, but not bad by January standards. When we wake up tomorrow morning, I think many of us here along the Front Range will be in the 20s. A few spots like Lyman, for example, may dip into the teens, and we'll still have some colder air up across the mountain valleys with temperatures below zero. But I don't think it'll be a bad morning as we start our work week off, first one of 2021. Still waiting for this camera up on top of Cheyenne Mountain to flip over into color mode like the one we saw out in Ordway. Of course, the sun's coming from the east, so it's just a little bit lighter out there as you get away from the Front Range. The week is going to be, I wouldn't say quiet. We're going to have some periods of wind, some clouds as some weak systems move across the area. Temperatures will move some. We might even get just a little bit of snow maybe Tuesday night. We'll talk about that in our extended forecast coming up soon.
Thank you, Marty.
You're welcome.
Well, we'll have more news right after the break.